What is focus? Focus is the center of your activity, the center of your attention. Focus is what you're looking at, what your vision is set on. What are you focused on? Are you focused on things that don't matter? Are you focused on what other people are saying? Are you focused on social media? You've got to focus. Every man has to realize the importance of focus. There will always be things that want to steal away your attention, steal away your activity, steal away your vision. And this is why focus matters. Because you have to focus on what is your priority. Focus on God. You have to be spiritual. You've got to be spiritually focused. You can never get to a point where you're not praying, where you're not fasting, where you're not reading your word, where you're not in alignment with your spiritual principles, where you're not in alignment with God, in relationship with God. That's why you've got to have spiritual focus. Because when you focus spiritually, it shifts your mindset. It changes the way you look at everything else. It changes your physical focus because you've got to be focused. Focus isn't just spiritual. You focus on the spiritual, but then that gives you clarity for your natural life. What are you focused on? You've got to be focused. You've got to be locked in physically. You have to have a physical focus. Because every single day you age another day, every year another year, and you'll blink and it'll be 5 years, 10 years. And this is why you've got to live your life focused. Are you focused on the outcomes you want physically? Focus on training, focus on getting stronger, focus on getting physically better. You must focus. There will always be some candy, a sweet treat, a family outing, or a family event, or something you can binge on or break your discipline. But being focused is about realizing there is a goal. There is a purpose, and everything you focus on has to align with that. So if you're trying to get a physical outcome, you can't be eating just anything. You can't be training any kind of way. You've got to train dialed in. You've got to eat dialed in. You've got to lock in. People are talking about the winter arc or the great lock in or a summer cut, but that sounds like someone who hasn't been focused the whole time. You've got to be spiritually focused. And then that translates to you being physically focused, so that you're fit for the athletic life that you want to live. You never want to be limited by your body. That's why you've got to be focused. You've got to be locked in physically, because your purpose is going to demand a body to accomplish it. But you got to be mentally focused. You've got to be locked in on your mind, in your mind. What are you studying? What are you reading? How are you challenging yourself mentally? Because anything that's not growing is dead. That's why you've got to focus your mind. You've got to keep your mind sharp. You should always be reading because you're focusing on getting better mentally. You've got to keep that mind sharp. You've got to be around people that are focused, because when you're around people who are scatterbrained and all over the place, you'll lose your edge. You'll lose your focus, all for having company or fitting in. But you got to stay focused, stay dialed in. Focus on making sure that your relationships are in alignment with your core values. Focus on making sure your body is in alignment with your purpose and your message and whatever it is that you're called to do. Because number one, you're focused on God, and that changes your mindset. You need a sharp and a focused mind that can do deep work because you're focused. And when you're focused, you get in the flow state. You stop working all over the place and you start dialing in and zeroing in on that thing you want to accomplish. You got to focus. What is the vision that God gave you? You got to focus. What is it that you see for your future? You've got to focus on it. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? What is the next step? Focus. Don't lose your focus now. You might be pushing another rep. You might be pushing for more time in prayer and intimacy with the Lord. You might be pushing your mind to learn. You might be in a class. You might be in school. You might be pushing for that next degree or that next certificate to empower you to be able to get more money or wealth and make more of an impact in the world. You can focus. Some of you feel like I'm all over the place. I don't know if I can even focus. You can focus. You can focus. You can dial it in. You can go after what it is you want. You can stay centered on what your purpose is so that you meet destiny well, because it's going to require a version of you that is focus. Get in alignment. Eliminate the distractions. Establish your environment. Prepare for your tomorrow. Prepare for your next year, your next quarter. And that's going to take focus. What's the next step? Focus on it. What's the step after the next step? Focus on it. What's the current goal? Focus on it. Don't focus on people. Don't focus on the competition. Don't focus on other people's opinions. You gotta focus right here in this moment. You got to get focused. Get more focused than you've ever been. You'll be surprised what you can accomplish with more focus. Stop being lazy. Stop being distracted. Start focusing. Focus. What did God say? Focus on it. What is your purpose? Focus on it. Determine the next step. Focus on that. Keep your word to yourself. And that's going to require focus. Keep your vow to the Lord, and that's going to require focus. You got this. Get focused. Stay focused.